If you were to document the rise to power of Mamata Banerjee, you'd perhaps start at this place, Singur, where she took up the fight for farmers whose land was being forcibly acquired for a Tata factory. She then, of course, went on to have that stunning victory over the left by promising poriborton. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll look at whether she's delivered on her promises, and we'll do that by bringing you 6 different people's stories who represent the different aspects of the last 5 years. In other words, 6 degrees of poriborton.
I am Mridul Nandi. I'm a professor of Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, and I was born on 21st June 1977. This is the day of the Left Front was formed. I came to know from my father that on the day I was born, that all the street lamp was covered by red colors.
My name is Jharna. I'm a PhD in chemistry. I have been working in the US for 2.5 years. Ever since I have come back, I'm looking for a job.
When I applied to ISI, my home institute, where I did my bachelor degree, master degree, the director was my supervisor, and I got the job immediately. So it appeared that if you know someone, if you have the lobby, then getting job is nothing. It's very easy.
This is really depressing and frustrating for me, that I cannot even find a place even for a small teaching job. Even with whatever qualification I have, it's not enough for even a small teaching job. I mean, I do not know. I mean, it's for a long time now. SSC is no more. I mean, I'm reducing my expectations from the universities to college to lower levels.
When I was moving to Mexico for job, my passport has to be renewed because it was getting expired. So I thought that renewing passport is much easier than getting new passport. So I have everything, I'm not changing the address or anything. But anyway, even that time there was a police verification for the renew. So I had to go to Bahasa Thana for verifications, and they were not happy. So they always find some problems and everything. So basically they need a bribe. So I gave the bribe because I need to get the passport. So I gave the bribe, but that may not be sufficient for them. So they took longer time. So eventually I managed to get the passport as well as the visa to go to Mexico, but it was a harassment for me.
First time I applied for passport, I was a student at IIT, Kharagpur. So that was no problem at all. I spent more than 6 years in Sweden for a PhD, and then in USA for a postdoc, and then I came back, and soon after that my passport got expired. It's 1.5 years or so when I applied for it. So that was the funny experience for me. I will say funny because they found problem with my birthplace. So it took like 7-8 months for the whole process, from the time I actually applied and from this final police verification. So, and I had made multiple visits to the nearby police station. My mother made multiple visits to that police station in South 24 Pargana.
So you applied during left government, you applied during Trinamool government, and both were the same.
When I was growing up, I do remember for any health issue, small or big, we were not able to assess the seriousness or anything. So for the ordinary people, people never trusted. If they had a little bit of money to travel to South India, Vellore and Madras and those places, that will be if they had just a little bit money for the traveling sect, they will just travel to South India. Healthcare hasn't changed much.
What do you hope from the election? What do you want what things do you want to improve?
I have some hope actually. Two things. I mean the basic things, education and the health.
Hi, this is Sanjukta Roy. I'm a textile designer. I've been living in Calcutta since 2006. Since I work with the gamchas and the lungis, which fall in almost the lowest rung of the handloom sector, some of the policies have definitely affected at least the weavers, if not me, especially because of the NREGA program. It has done good, I mean, I'm sure. But a lot of my weavers are in the NREGA program, digging, imaginary lakes or just passing on buckets of mud, and I don't know how to get them back to weaving. Everywhere I go, every village I go, I tell them, can I give you more money, can I set up the loom? It's like, don't worry, I mean, we just cut the looms up and now they're all furniture. And they're getting more money in NREGA, there's a medical scheme, so why would somebody sit and just weave gamchas? So if there was a way where they could earn a little bit of money from NREGA, with the condition that they have to weave, they cannot leave their identities of weaving and such traditional fabrics, it would be great.
Is there any kind of poriborton that you have seen, good and bad?
Yeah, both. The good is that it's getting easier to move from one place to the other in the city. I don't have to stand and fight with a taxiwala. We have all the private companies plying in the city here. Even if I want to take a bus, I don't want to spend so much. I have air-conditioned buses. Bad part is, it's getting a little more difficult for me to work as a single person who manages so many things together. Too much of paperwork which I have to do. Bank work, trade license, then maybe in a few years sales tax. It's too much to run around. I cannot have another day out just to register for an e-banking or just come back to get a statement, print out, because they've run out of paper in the bank. That's ridiculous. If there was some way where single entrepreneurs or like one person or small organizations like us could have some way of working it out at one go, it would be great. Aikido is considered the most non-violent form of martial arts. It's very defensive, and I joined it about 4.5 years back. When I joined, I had gone to see it a year before that, just to see how the class runs. I saw no women, and we were 3 girls, and then we found more kids, and by that time, I think the 16th December incident happened in Delhi, which shocked not only us, I think the entire world. And suddenly there was this, people just started flocking in with their girls and just putting them in some martial arts, forcing them to learn some defensive form. The role of the government was that they started something called the Project Shukorna a few years back, where they chose a couple of, say 5-6 forms of defense martial arts, and they picked up a few trainers to go to several schools around Bengal, around Calcutta, to train girls free of cost for at least 3 months. And then I think it just motivates a few more girls when they feel that energy in them to carry on, if they want to continue or not.
You train them as well?
I don't, and my seniors do. But yes, Aikido is a part of Project Shukorna, and we are